Hola amigos, what is up? This is TLoZ and welcome back to We Found Our Boat! Hooray! That is a very good thing. Welcome back to Legend of Zelda, the Wind Waker HD 3-heart run. In the last episode, we got 3 of the Triforce shards, and in today's episode, we're actually going to be going for our 4th. Now, what I'm probably going to do is... Actually, do I want to do this one right now? You know what, it's best to get it out of the way, because this is also a tricky part of the game as well. But in the last episode, we actually got 3 of the Triforce shards, and what I think I'm actually going to do with the Triforce charts we got in previous episodes is I think I'm actually going to put off getting the Triforce shards until maybe after I'm done recording this episode, and show off their locations, but put them in the previous episode, if that makes any sense. So, as I'm saying this, I haven't put together most of the videos yet. The video that went up today was part 23, so that gives you a little bit of insight as to how far in advance this is being recorded. And, oh right, there's gonna be enemies around here. I actually want it to be daytime, because at nighttime there are enemies, and I don't want to deal with the enemies. This is not going to be like XCOM Anime Unknown, where you have to shoot down all those space waifus. No, this is The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker HD 3-heart run. I'm TLoZ, you know me? Also, you see that statue, that head over there? I wonder what we're going to be doing with that. Well, we're actually going to be taking on something that I think has been in a couple of Zelda games, actually. And it's something called the Savage Labyrinth. Now, what the Savage Labyrinth is in this game in particular is it is a dungeon where you have to fight a lot of enemies. Now, it's not too hard, hopefully, but it can be a little bit tricky. Getting there can also be a little bit tricky as well, because you have to use up a lot of magic power in order to get over here. Thankfully, we got refunded on some of the magic power. Basically, you have to fight enemies, and we have to descend quite a few floors into the Savage Labyrinth in order to get our next Triforce piece, so let's get a move on. If part of this gets sped up over time, you probably can't blame me. But first, let's read. The Savage Labyrinth. Deep in the never-ending darkness, the golden shard you seek awaits. Alright then. Fair enough. So let's go in. Now, the Savage Labyrinth is a, actually, you know what would be great right about now? Boomerang. Because the boomerang puts down a piece in one hit, so we don't need to worry too much about expending arrows. You can actually do a lot of cool things by just experimenting around with different items. So if you don't want to use up arrows on the enemies, a lot of the weaker enemies can just be done in using a boomerang, or you can stun an enemy with a boomerang and get results. Oh, more mini blends. There we go. It's not too bad, all things considered. You just kind of got to keep your wits about you. If you've got a low amount of health, like if you're doing a 3-heart run, it gets marginally tough. Oh, you never told me that you were going to do stuff like that. No. There we go. I have a tendency to just mash the B button as well. When trying to get enemies, it's just like, gotta get it! Gotta get it! But, no. It's probably for the best that you don't just repeatedly mash. Or if you do, be a little bit more graceful and tactical in it. There we go. Now, the first 10 floors of this shouldn't be too bad. The first 10 floors use enemies from basically the Dragon Roost and Outset Island areas of the game. The next 10 floors after that are mainly based around the Forbidden Woods. And I believe the next areas after that will be based on tougher enemies that you would fight in places like the Tower of the Gods. Oop, gotta stab you in the face. Stab you in the face stab, that's what we're talking about. Link has a face stab aimbot. Face stab aimbot. Alright, now here, oh, that was not what I was intending to do. Wait, when did I equip bombs? Someone explain! Oh no! Stop that. I should probably be using my... No, that's not what I wanted. Seriously, when did I equip bombs into that? Isn't that my hookshot slot? Yeah, that's my hook slot. I'm not gonna put bombs into my hook slot. Also, for an area that shouldn't be too tough on the enemies, we're certainly getting hit a fair deal. Open up! Knock knock, motherfucker, it's Link. Hero of Hyrule. Killer of Magma Centipede. There we go, and I believe... No, I've completely lost count, but now we're getting more into the darkness. I have a feeling that, like, a lot of these rooms and stuff were basically just created to show off, hey, we've got lighting effects too. Did you know that? Lighting effects. Fun times at Link Ridgemont High. I don't know where I was going with that. Thankfully there's no, like, actual puzzles you need to solve as well. It's just kind of kill enemies until the game tells you to stop killing enemies. There we go, clever boomerang use. And once more for the road. Actually, I wonder if you can steal these skull necklaces off of the enemies here, even though you're in an area where enemies don't give drops. That would be kind of cool. That would also make this area kind of broken for getting stuff, too. Alright, thankfully we got hearts. And smash U-pots for good measure. More money. More money. Hopefully that means less problems, in all honesty. Alright. Now... let's fight. Fight, fight, fight. The problem with this area and stuff is that it just requires a lot of concentration. And it's not always fun to do commentary when you're trying to concentrate, because you just kind of get... it's kind of a diversion, really. You're talking, but it probably would be in your best interests not to talk, because, hey, you need to be concentrating on the mission. The mission at hand. Slime will ooze. The walls will ooze green slimes. That's basically what choo-choos are. Oh, speaking of slimes, I've been playing a lot of Fortune Street lately. My favorite character in Fortune Street is the green slime. Or blue slime. Not the green slime. It's not like a green slime at all. Wonder what happens if I hookshot you. Aw, dude, you can get two hits in with a hookshot, they're dead. Yo, what's up? You want some? Probably didn't, but I gave you some anyway. You can thank me later. I'm very generous like that. You didn't want any, but I gave it to you regardless. You know how X is gonna give it to you? Because he's a very nice Reploid who always just gives people things. I don't understand it myself, but hey, he's generous. He's got the spirit of giving. Spirit of Christmas. Mega Christmas X. Actually, there is a Mega Man game out there that's a Christmas game, isn't it? Or a couple of Mega Man games that are... these guys just appeared. Kill them before they poop out babies. There we go. How did they just suddenly appear? I sense shenanigans. I sense boomerang along. It's where you sing along to your favorite shows from Boomerang. All classics all the time, it's all coming back to you. Except it's not really all classics all the time anymore, because they're showing things from like 2003. Like even a couple of years ago they showed things like Duck Dodgers in the 24th and 1/2 century, which, to be fair, I did love the hell out of Duck Dodgers in the 24th and 1/2 century when I was a kid. Same thing with just like, oh, they're showing Ben 10, even though that's not necessarily an old show. Ben 10 was 2006, I want to say? 2007, maybe? Because I think Ben 10 came out when I was in middle school. Whatever his name is, from Shaman King. Anyone remember Shaman King? That show was just so... It was just so... It was just... I remember the manga for it, though, being kind of gruesome in places. Like, what was that one guy? The doctor guy, Faust, who, like, couldn't be defeated because he couldn't feel pain? Which, that exists for some... I guess because he just doesn't have... or lose the will to fight, but at the same time... wouldn't your body kind of suffer the effects of... Oh god, he's pooping out babies. Wouldn't your body suffer from the effects of... baby pooping? Please, no, Mr. Mothula, Mothrea. No, not even Mothrea. Mothrea is a different game character entirely. Mothrea is the robot moth you have to fight in Dr. Cossack Stage 1. There we go. Do a little spinny slash for these little eyeball guys just everywhere. You know what? I'm gonna go down the hole with you, eyeball guys. You guys can come along. Oh hey, we're here. Now we're here. Still getting a few hearts. Still getting some rupees. We're actually amassing quite the pretty amount of rupees here, so what say we head into the final depths of the dungeon? I think this is the final oh, no, it's definitely looking like the final countdown. So we have to fight Wizrobes. Thankfully Wizrobe is not too bad to fight. I say that, but Wizrobe is, well, kind of annoying. Completely forgot what shield was for a second. It's left or right trigger, not right button. Gotta remember that. It's kind of weird because in a lot of games, the trigger buttons and the shoulder buttons always just seem to have the... Oh, no, I'm gonna equip arrows to that slot, actually. I feel much safer with it set to R. And then me missing like half of my arrows. Alright, let's get your little butt blisters there. It's just kind of weird. Why would they even have, like, glowing weak spots on their back anyway? What's the point of a glowing weak spot? Why does the tank even have a weak spot? Alright, now here's where I wanted bombs in the hook slot. Because... Yo, what's up, Mr. Man? Yeah, they just kind of have that sassy pose, don't they? And then they explode with their weird Wario faces. Wario, number Cyclops. That is Waluigi who came up with weird numbers, but nope. Oh hey, pots. I wonder which ones of these have enemies. Kind of. Oh right, I forgot. There's like a little separate animation for Link getting electrocuted. That's cute. Thanks you, game. Now I'm gonna have to kill all of these enemies. Or actually, I wonder if I can just arrow them. Yeah, I can just simply kill them with arrows. And they penetrate, too! Double nice! Oh, man, penetration, always a good thing. Probably gonna regret saying that now, aren't I? Hello, Mr. Skullman. Skullmageddon. Maybe one day I'll actually do, like, a co-op LP of Double Dragon Neon, actually. That would be pretty cool. I want to convince my brother to play it with me, but he's not a fan of beat-em-ups for some reason. I think I actually said that earlier. Alright, whatever. It's actually, hi. It's a good thing that Darknut doesn't want to help out his friend. Nope, no, you're not doing that. I see you jocking me, Bokoblin, trying to play like you know me. But that's not gonna work. Come on, Fawok gods. There we go, get them with the jump slash, that always works. Except when it doesn't. Which is actually pretty often, in all honesty. Continuing on, how many times is Link gonna scream? I mean, by now he should be, you know, kinda used to the fact that, oh hey, I'm gonna fall down a hole. And then, I guess I'm just gonna scream. I guess that's just what the cool kids are doing. I don't know what the cool kids are always doing, but I want to be a cool kid. Yo, okay. I love how unimpressed Link looks when he's low on health too. He's just like, yeah, yeah, you know, I'm just kind of dying here. Just look at him. He's like, sick of this shit. So great. Yes, small little Toon Link has a deep-ish, gruff voice. It's not necessarily that deep, in all honesty. Because my voice doesn't get deep. There we go, now let's equip some... I'll actually equip that in there, and that in there. Have some fun with you, Mr. Statues. Nope, have a snack. Have a ball. That is the name of an album. Everything I say just relates to the name of some kind of album, I guess. Say please Mr. Lost Man all the time, and Have a Ball is by Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. Okay. 2 Dark Nuts. If I can just continuously trick them into hurting themselves, that would be fine with me, but life does not always work that way. Oh. His karate chop didn't really seem to do, you know, too much damage. I guess it would be more beneficial for him to actually keep a better grip on his sword. No, you're not gonna be karate chopping me today. Link is just too pissed off for this shit. And yeah, actually, we're at the end. This looks like the end to me. There's that weird statue again. Alright, let's get some money first before we get the Triforce Shard to end things off here. And one last heart for the road. Wind's Requiem. Always gotta play Wind's Requiem. Eternal Darkness, Wind's Requiem. And here we go. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? You got a thing! Okay. That's cool. And now there's a shiny spot. So that's it's nice that they give you the shiny spot later on, so that you don't have to worry about missing out on the Triforce shard. That's pretty cool. Kudos, Nintendo, kudos. And with that having been done, that was the Savage Labyrinth, which wasn't really all that bad in all honesty. It was significantly easier than I thought it was going to be, which is kind of strange. But in the next episode, we are actually going to be probably getting the last Triforce shard. I've still got to record getting the charts deciphered and picking up the shards from there, but we can get the last Triforce shard in the next episode. So until then, this is TLoZ signing out. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you've been having a wonderful day.